We're going to Mbalenhle Mthethwa, our reporter, who's also reporting on confirmed news that those 3 police officers have now died. Their bodies found in the Henops River. Mbalenhle is at a mortuary where the identification process took place a short time ago. Mbalenhle, tell us what you've been able to gather from there.
Well, while the National Commissioner was confirming that the 3 bodies that were retrieved from the Henops River in Centurion next to the N1 highway, we heard cries coming from the inside of this mortuary and cries of sorrow as some family members learned for the first time of the passing of their loved ones. Now it's been confirmed that the 3 constables who were en route to Limpopo have lost their lives even before they reached their destination. Behind me, as I step out of the shot, are the family members who have been receiving psychosocial services from those who are here. And now we understand that they have requested an opportunity to go to the scene of the crime and the scene where to see for themselves where their loved ones perished and took their final breath. Now, the police commissioner has not given much detail as to what really transpired, but confirming that the vehicle that the 3 constables were traveling in has not yet been found. However, there are 2 other bodies and other remains who were not police constables, who are not part of the 3 police constables who went missing at the weekend, were also discovered there. Now, we understand that these 3 constables had left Bloemfontein on their way to a deployment in Limpopo. They were last seen at a filling station near the Grasmere Toll Plaza. And their cell phones, as well as the tracking device, seemingly stopped working at the same time. Investigations then led police to the Henops River, where they then discovered 5 bodies. The family members were then informed. The 3rd and final family member arriving much later than the 2 after the discovery of a female body at the Henops River. They were then brought here for the family members to confirm if it was indeed one of the constables who has perished. And we do understand that the constables were made up of 2 male and 1 female. These are the family members who want to go and see for themselves and who want to go to the scene of the crime in order to be able to possibly perform cultural activities that are then performed when someone has perished in the manner that these individuals have died and lost their lives. They are also going there, obviously, to also just start the mourning process, as we do understand that, the mourning process for these families who were living in hope that their loved ones would be found alive and would be reunited, have unfortunately learned of the sad passing of their loved ones. Right now, my camera colleague is going to lift the camera. The shots are going to be somewhat shaky, but please bear with us as we try to give you the visuals of what is happening. They will be traveling in 1 vehicle, and as they make their way to the Henops River. Now, I am out of the shot. These are the family members as they are preparing to travel in a police vehicle to the scene of the crime, where the National Police Commissioner has made an official address and given official address and confirmed the passing of the 3 constables. Now, over here, we know that there is the Deputy Police Commissioner in Gauteng as well as the Police Commissioner in Gauteng. We also understand that the Commissioner from the Free State is also here, and we are also just trying to respect and observe that, this is a very sad time for the family members who are gathering here. And as we try to also just get word from the Gauteng Police Commissioner, we are just going to be standing by, and he is willing to speak to us by the looks of things as we move closer. Are you able to speak to us at the moment, sir?
The National Commissioner have released a media statement. I'm not so sure what you're looking for me?
No problem. I will let you know. I will guide you. It's a very emotional time for the families, and it has to be an emotional time for those who are in the police force. The police spokesperson, Atlinda Mate, in an interview with Metro FM, said that it was an assault on the police force, the fact that police constables were attacked. We don't know the details, but that had gone missing. And if they had been kidnapped, then this would have been an attack on the police force itself. What do you make of what has transpired so far?
Greetings to the viewers at home. As I've indicated, the National Commissioner issued a media statement. We are, of course, here with the Provincial Commissioner of Free State. We are with the family. We have been with the family for the past hours or so, in ensuring that there is a psychological support for the family, as we have the employee health wellness with us in India. The process was based on the victims of I would say what we got in terms of Henops River, to run on the process flow in terms of the scientific identification, in terms of fingerprints, comparing it with what is there on the archive file. And we ultimately had scientifically confirmed in terms of the members of the South African Police Service, and further than that, to take the family through the process of identifying or confirming the deceased. So we are right here, but it's something which one has to indicate, which the National Commissioner have reflected, that we have put a high-tech team which have done the systematic search on the lead of the Deputy National Commissioner. I think the Deputy National Commissioner is here, who led the team, where we were in a position to kind of put some sort of deployment, also integrated in terms of the helicopters, in terms of the drones. So, yeah, we are here with the family.
Thank you so much for speaking to us and taking the time to speak to us.
Yeah. I think you must get the Deputy National.
Yes. The Deputy National Commissioner, as you've heard, was the lead investigator in this matter and led the investigations. And the Provincial Police Commissioner just speaking to us there briefly, saying that he advises that we get word from him in terms of how to get more details in terms of how the investigations transpired and what happened during those investigations, and what leads they received in order to be able to find these constables and somewhat close the case, even though it is a very sad day in the police force, but not only for the police force, but also for the family members who have lost their loved ones.